All right, focus. Perfect. Welcome to the video. Thank you so much for clicking. Before we jump in, please do me a favor, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out so much more than you know, and I really appreciate it. This video is about putting things on the hook. And that means embracing the process without attaching ourselves to the product. It's about going through the process without a need for a specific outcome. It's a powerful mindset shift that isn't easy to make, but it's very worthwhile to move toward. So let me explain. A while back, I was listening to Seth Godin talk about this concept, and he was talking about bakeries in Turkey. He said when someone goes into a bakery in Turkey, they often buy 2 loaves of bread. And they tell the baker to put the second loaf on the hook. And there are literal hooks hanging from the ceiling. And what happens is they leave and that bread is on the hook, and somebody who's hungry off the street can come in and ask the baker if there's anything on the hook. In other words, someone coming off the street can get something to eat because somebody else put it on the hook. Now, stick with me for a second because this applies to you more than you realize. The message was simple. Put your work on the hook and let anybody who passes by take it or leave it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the product. It's not whether or not someone takes your loaf of bread off of the hook. It's about you putting that bread on the hook. It's about you going through your creative process and creating something that you're happy with. Creating something that moves you closer to where you want to be. It's about creating for the sake of creating and not for the sake of selling. When I heard this concept, it shook me because it was exactly what I needed to hear. At the time, I was starting and scaling my weekly newsletter, and I was trying to get people to subscribe. And every single time that somebody turned down the offer or unsubscribed from the newsletter, it felt like a gut punch.
One smart cookie. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.
But that's not what the newsletter's about. And I had to remind myself of that over and over and over again. I was putting my creative content on the hook, and it didn't matter if somebody else took it. What mattered was that I was creating it and that I was growing through the process. I was creating value, and whoever wanted to take it could take it. I couldn't take it personally when someone didn't want what was on my hook. I had to detach from the outcome. I had to detach from the external world and focus on my process. I had to learn to work from the inside out and to work from a place of pull rather than a place of push. And embracing that mindset has changed the game for me. It allows me to make videos like this. It allows me to operate from a place deep down inside, an authentic one, and share messages that I care about, whether or not anybody else wants to consume them. It's a freeing feeling, and I would encourage you to embrace it in whatever it is that you're pursuing. Trust and embrace your process without the need for a specific outcome. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, and I know I just made a video about pursuing goals to get a specific outcome. There's value in having a goal, but the goal isn't everything. The goal is just one small piece of a larger overall process. And it's the process where we grow and where we become more of the person that we're becoming. And in the end, that's what's important. Use your process to turn yourself into the person that you want to be. Use your process to bring value regardless of whether or not somebody else sees it as valuable. I'm not telling you to ignore the people who give you feedback. I'm not telling you to ignore the outcome entirely, especially if part of your life depends on it. But what I am saying is that the outcome isn't everything. I know that I need that message over and over and over again. that my worth is not tied to an outcome, that I am my process, and that's the most important part. So if you needed to hear that message today, I hope that it made sense. I hope that it resonated with you, and I hope that it inspired you to look at your process differently. And if you didn't need that message, but you stuck around, thanks. I appreciate that too. If you've been enjoying the videos, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and maybe send this to a friend who you think could use it. I'm really trying hard to get more value out to more people, and I would love your help. But hey, it's on the hook, and if you don't want it, don't take it. I'm cool with that. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you have a great day. If you're still watching the video, I have a surprise. I have a quote for you. It's from Wayne Dyer, and he said, "Becoming the observer and stepping back, you begin to live in the process, trusting where your source is taking you. You begin to detach from the outcome. That detachment allows you to stop fighting and allows things to just come to you. You no longer make things happen, but allow them to show up." And that's all I got. I'll see you next time.